everybody, welcome to today's reading. Today's Spirit talks about taking risk. Are you prepared to take a risk? And you may have been doing a whole lot of research on certain things. You may have been trying to contemplate a decision, but the outcome or the solution to the goal or the situation that you're trying to head towards requires you taking a leap of faith, you being prepared to take a risk of not knowing that you will actually achieve the outcome that you want. And the more evolved, I guess, or the more enlightened we become along our spiritual journey, this is harder than you imagine. So it can feel like, and especially during this time, during Mercury Retrograde, which means that we're like, double questioning ourselves, and the whole thinking process is a bit slow and sluggy and muggy. It doesn't mean we couldn't or shouldn't make decisions. Spirit is encouraging you to feel like, I can make a decision, but it feels a little bit like, oh, don't know whether it's going to be 100% right or if it's going to work out exactly how I think it could or should. Spirit is encouraging you to think about it, the fact that a really great thing can come from taking a risk, not a risk that will hurt or harm yourself or others, but something that feels a little bit unknown outcome. So how does anybody ever who's been super duper famous just get there by magic? No, they took some risks along the way. And so Spirit is encouraging you to think, what is that thing that's feeling a little bit like sketchy or a little bit hard for you? And Spirit is encouraging you to think about how that would feel to step into the unknown and give it a red hot go. All right, so you know the deal for the cards today. Pick the left, the right, and the middle. And you can pick any one of those cards, or you can take all three. Lefties. So this is someone who's quite sure about what they're needing to do. They are large and in charge. They're confident. There's a lot of yellow energy in that card. It's about the solar plexus. And the red means that he feels really secure. And sometimes when we feel in a secure space, we know that the risk that we take is, able to be wound back if we need to. So this guy, he's saying to you, yeah, you can take the risk because you're safe. The rug will not be pulled out from under you. You can always wind it back like a great politician, just be like, promise something and then go, oh, sorry, couldn't do it. So kind of like that. So trust yourself that you have the wisdom to move forward and the wisdom to step back if you need to. Righties. Well, for you, taking a risk feels like something you've had to do before and it hasn't worked out very well for you. So there's a sense of, am I just going to put myself in that really hard position again? As Spirit says, well, you may find yourself in a hard position, but you managed it last time. And if it really did go south like that, would it be so bad? Because you can just put that rock down, right? You don't have to carry the decision with you for the rest of your life. So Spirit is encouraging you because you feel like, I've made decisions like this before and they haven't worked out well, so I'm not really sure I want to do it again. Fair's fair. So Spirit's like, be confident that you're responsible and wise enough to handle the worst possible outcome. And Spirit is not saying that it will be the worst possible outcome. It's just saying what your current thinking process is around that. Middle card. Of course, out of the three, I don't know why Spirit is talking about the risk in all three of the cards today, but this one is saying that there's plenty of time. You take a little mini step, another mini step, and then another mini step, and then gradually you're heading towards the actual, outcome that you want. So each step may feel like a little bit of a risk for you, but this feels like to help you feel less like it's a risk is to actually do some research each little step of the way. And sometimes, when you read a book or you hear a reading like this or something, it just encourages you. You're like, you know what? Yeah, I can do that. I can do that. I can do that. And you're like, I'll do that bit. Right? And then you wait and see how that works out and then you'll do the next bit. So Spirit is encouraging you all really actually to feel confident. All of those cards had the symbol that I see as being confident on it. All three. So how do we know we're confident if we never ever step outside our comfort zone? on that note. Think about